A little more for Your Ears Only. I'm David Alpern.
I'm Melissa Exelberth with a quote from the news. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. That was one of the many inspiring quotations of Martin Luther King Jr. carved into the new King Memorial on Washington's National Mall. But some critics thought King's faith and hope were overwhelmed by the stern visage of his 30-foot statue and the stone mountain out of which it springs. Now this.
A tumor?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I recycle.
How do you feel right now?
Fine. Yeah, I can't remember being so calm in a long time.
Would you describe what you're feeling as a kind of numbness?
No, described as fine.
Cancer and comedy mix on TV in a series called The Big C, and now on the big screen in the film 50-50, as in the odds-on survival for the protagonist we just heard talking with his doctor and his shrink. It's one of several recent releases we'll get a prognosis on for Your Ears Only from Jan Wall. She's KCBS entertainment editor and popular analyst of all things cinematic at her special keynote events and www.janwall.com. Welcome back to our show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, Melissa and David.
So who's involved in 50-50, in front of the camera and behind it?
I can't. I saw it so long ago, but I remember that I liked it very much. I don't have the names in front of me, but I could tell you that it's a good movie. It's worth your time and money. It really, what stuck for me, I remember Angelica Houston is the mother in this, and she looks natural. She looks beautiful and stunning and vibrant, but it's her age. She looks her age. She's not pulled and pinched like so many of the older actresses get. Oh, she just looks terrific, and she's a wonderful actress in this. This whole movie is about what happens when this young man gets cancer, gets a diagnosis of cancer. And you go along with him for the journey because he's a very basic, simple guy who's just trying to do the right thing. And this is the best that I've ever seen Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is his best friend, and he's the wild character, of course, but he's very good in it and funny and smart. And it's a movie that doesn't talk down and treat the audience like we're idiots, and the comedy doesn't depend on bathroom or vomit jokes. So I really recommend 50-50. I think people will find it a really good film.
Of course, cancer and comedy, that's a thin line to walk. Another comedy that could have had taste problems is Salvation Road, a religious satire, not to be confused with the new drama Higher Ground, starring and directed by Vera Farmiga. She won an Oscar nomination as George Clooney's favorite frequent flyer and Up in the Air.
In the striped pajamas as the mother. She's a fantastic actress.
Who's in Salvation Road?
That has Pierce Brosnan, who I like very much. I can just tell you if movies are worth your time and money and why they're good and if they work. And I can tell you that the trouble with Salvation Road is it's not a strong movie all the way through. It was a wonderful idea, and it has this marvelous lead actor. Oh, he came from the world of comedy like Bill Murray and Robin Williams. I mean, this is a very strong actor. Do you remember who I'm talking about? Anyway, he's very good in it as well. But the trouble with this movie, even though it's good, strong religious satire, it doesn't stay strong. And halfway through the movie, it just goes down and it loses everything. So that's a real wait for DVD. Very disappointing because it started out like such a wonderful idea. I want to tell people there's a movie to go out of your way for right now, and it's called The Way. It's directed and written by and co-stars Emilio Estevez. It's a story. His father plays a lead character who goes on a spiritual quest. And it's just the most amazing film. It's called The Way. Do not miss it.
And remind us who his father is.
Oh, Martin Sheen. Yes, Martin Sheen. The only bad part of the movie is once in a while he looks a little too much like his dysfunctional, very sad, tormented son, Charlie. But that's okay because the movie itself is so strong, wonderful, hip, edgy, and so visual. You must see it on the big screen. Emilio Estevez is a gifted filmmaker, and The Way is a really marvelous film. I can't believe I forgot the guy's name from Salvation Road because he's a very good actor. He played Bob Crane in the movie about the kind of death of Bob Crane, and he's just a very good actor, this guy.
What about this new film, Our Idiot Brother?
Which one?
Our Idiot Brother?
Oh, Our Idiot Brother is good. I was so surprised. Again, this must not be the end of summer because we're going to stop with the superheroes and the teen trash comedies and things that we're tired of, and instead we're going to go to really good movies. And Our Idiot Brother is an example of a good, funny, smart comedy, beautifully directed and acted about a guy who just has a simple way of seeing life and how his sisters see him as a loser. But maybe they have a lot they can learn from him too. But it's funny. It's very good, especially if you ever smoked pot or are part of the 60s and 70s generation. It's a really great movie on a lot of levels and has a marvelous dog in it, and nothing bad happens to the dog. I'm just telling my fellow dog lovers, it's safe. Anyway, it's a really wonderful, wonderful film, and I was pleasantly surprised by Our Idiot Brother.
You also like The Help, about 1960s race relations and a white writer telling stories of black housekeepers.
Right. I'm getting a lot of letters and calls from people who have told me they really like The Help and that I should really tell everyone who read the book that this is a good version of the book. Now, I also have gotten letters and calls from people saying they hated it, that they felt it didn't tell enough of the African-American story and that it's fiction. Well, I want to tell everyone out there, it is fiction. This is a fictional story. The real women could not have done that without being, killed or hurt in some way. But if you take it as fiction based in real fact of what these women's lives were like, then you see and what the system was, the sick system that led to this. But it's a good story. It's well told. You fall in love with the characters. And what I would like to see is lots of Oscar nominations, especially for the actresses in this film.
Jan Wall is KCBS entertainment editor and popular analyst of all things cinematic at janwall.com and her special keynote events. The next one comes Sunday at the New Ream Theater in Moraga on movie musicals. At the DeYoung Museum Friday, September 2nd, she'll focus on food and wine in the movies. And this has been For Your Ears Only.